and how much it multiplies. We end with this lecture in Surah Al-Baqarah 2 and Ayat 261. مثل الذين ينفقون أموالهم في سبيل الله كمثل حبة أنبتت سبع سنابل في كل سنبلة 100 حبة والله يضاعف لمن يشاء والله واسع عليم. The example of those who spend in the way of Allah is like the example of a grain that grows 7 years. In every ear that is a part of the grain are 100 grains, and Allah multiplies for whom He wills, and Allah is spacious knowing. If there is a 1 unit, Allah has given example, those who spend the wealth in the way of Allah, whatever Allah has mentioned in the Quran, He spends this wealth in among the categories. So Allah says that if you spend a 1 unit in the way of Allah, it has got ears or part of the grains, if it is like a grain, and that has got 7 parts of that grain is an ear, 7 parts of a grain, and that 7 part from that among the 7 parts, 1 part has got 7 ears. 100. One part of that ear or the ear has got 100 parts. So you can multiply, that comes into 700 times Ali multiplies. I repeat, it says that if you, is like the example of 1 unit as a grain that grows 7 years, 7 parts of that grain, it is divided into 7 parts, and 1 part is 100 grains. 1 part has got 100 grains. So 7 would be 700 grains. This is the number of times Allah is multiplying for the people who are spending in the way of Allah. So you must understand that is the business that you are doing with Allah that will never fail. This is the tijara that we people, Muslim people, has been given the opportunity that we have to give. And generally speaking, if we understand, if you look that the 100% that we get the profit, the non-Muslims get the 100% profit from a business, you get the 100% profit. From your profit becomes 20 less because you give it because of the love of Allah to the 20 to the categories. He has got 100. He has got 100, but he is not spending. You got the profit, you get 20 less because you have to give it to the category. Because of the love of Allah, you give 20. But Allah says He multiplies into 700 times in all aspects, in your sustenance, in your psyche, in your wealth, in every aspect He multiplies 700 times. Not only money, in everything. So here, ladies and gentlemen, I end this lecture just concising it that in the sadaqah, we have come to know the sadaqah is the charity, zakat is the justification, ghanim is the profit. And ghanim profit is whatever the amount of the profit you get. There are 2 types of sadaqah charity. One is sadaqah charity is on the profit is 20, and one is the consultation with the messenger. Any situation that comes into your life, you consult the messenger or you take up an ayah and which is related to your life, you memorize it with Arabic text, with understanding and meaning and essence, and then you recite in your salah with the essence. So that salah is a satisfaction or a purification or a justification of the messenger over you. This is how you psychologically purify yourself and justify yourself. So this is how the 2 types of sadaqah charity you have to give. One is from your 20, one is from your 100. The consultation you have to give from your own 80. You don't have to give it from the 20 because that 20 is already theirs to the categories. The remaining 80 you get psychologically sick. You have confessed what you are doing right acts and what you are doing bad acts. You have mixed those things. You have to consult with the messenger and you confess and you amend. So in this context, Allah has asked you to remember, consult with the messenger, take guidance from them, you advance the sadaqah if you forgot, you give sadaqah. And people who do not have sadaqah to give to the messenger or charity gift to the messenger, they still are given the opportunity because they can consult with the messenger. If they do not have the sadaqah charity to give advance, they still consult with the messenger. I end up like this. You can ask any question related to the topic.